ballers is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flow that stock my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The alpha and omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cincinnati Bengals. Into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here we go. Eleven mighty. 12. 11 empty.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And right away, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Now for the point after. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
11.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Colts, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Bengals had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
To about the 40-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10 at the 20. Now it's Ryan. This one completes Alec Pierce. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards. Now Ryan. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
On the move to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
11 MT tanks. 11 MT tanks. 11, 11, 11.
Now a handoff up the middle. Henley, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on 2nd down. Burrow. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. That's such a costly interception. Nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Ryan finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Ryan. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
On second down, Henley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 12 yards that time, and it's Cincinnati first down.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 12. 12. 12. 11 MT. 11 MT.
They'll keep it on the ground. Henley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. Now Burrow. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Here's Ryan to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Bengals will take over here first and 10. Our first update now comes from Atlanta, and now that one really widening up. The Bucs have just scored again. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along.
11-11.
First down. Here's Burrow. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had so much shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from adding another catch to his big start.
To throw once more on second and 10. Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
11 empty.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow got a man open. It's Chase. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 18. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle they go. Henley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Henley. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go. Go, go, go.
They'll run on first down. Henley, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Here we go, here we go.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
11, Thomas.
Now a handoff up the middle. Henley, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle, he's hit, he lost the football, put it on the carpet. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield, ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. It's a jet sweep. This is Pittman. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Ryan. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Taylor is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. Touchdown, Colts. Jelani Woods, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts are back within a score. No problem there on the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
On 2nd down now, Henley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
After the sack on first down, Ryan. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Ryan. That's complete to Pierce. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Ryan. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame moving has turned into results.
Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let it tackle.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal, a loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
They'll try and run. Taylor. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Call it 6, maybe 7, but now they're left with 4th down and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short. And the Bengals are going to get the football back.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
11, 11, 11.
Burrow from his own end zone. Trying to lay one up deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They'll run here with Taylor. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's Ryan. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Ryan to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Jelani Woods. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Critical extra point up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Officials take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Burrow. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow, wow. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. A number on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this one away.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Ryan. And he's got Pierce. And he's got Rome. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
12.
Burrow. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays in the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean, they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
59, ready.
To throw again is Ryan. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. On the counter, it's Taylor. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now it's Ryan. Able to find his man, Woods. And he'll be out of bounds. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. An absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Indianapolis, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head home next week to